Bob, it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a chance to talk Whitworth softball. The season has not started as well as would hope, but the message to this team still has to be, it's early. There's still a lot to play.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And no coach probably wants to say something like this out loud, but I kind of had an idea of where we would be coming out of Linfield, especially with College of Idaho, and had we gotten Eastern Oregon in. I just knew that those would be really competitive, really tough teams, and always this time of year where it's tough for us to get outside. So those are some learning experiences, and you'd hate to do that facing one of the top teams in the country that happens to be in your conference, to go down there and have those difficult games early. But you're right, a lot of stuff in front of us to be able to rebound from something like that. And then going into Willamette at home, really felt good about where we would be coming out of this weekend. It didn't turn out that way. So yeah, the positive thing for us is while we're a couple of games behind of where I thought we should be, we do have some time to make that up, but it's a difficult road in front of us. But the message to the team, you're right, it's not changing. I'm confident in the ability of this team. You got to see them, especially on that day one, we were spraying balls around, just hitting balls at people. We need a couple of those breaks to go our way for this team to get confident.
And kind of out of that series, you not only had to battle the Bearcats, you were battling the weather and the field conditions and all of that kind of stuff. There's always something to take out of a weekend like that to build on. What did you see that you're able to build on from that weekend?
I don't see that team ever got down this weekend. That was the exciting thing to me. They're competing. Confidence is a tricky thing, as you know. Too often, and we have some amazing student athletes on this team, and too often they're focusing on the last bad at-bat or the last maybe bad throw instead of all the great things that they're doing. I just think we just need a couple of things to go our way for that collectively to start going through this team and for us to be a lot more competitive. We've got to score runs. We've had games in which our battery has kept us in games, and then we've had games where, frankly, they have just struggled to get out of that first inning. We've gotten such a hole, and we don't have that offensive confidence yet, something we're going back to work on today. And we hope that the sunshine and being outdoors against some really good teams this weekend in California can help that.
Well, that's the next question. Talk about who we get to face on a spring break trip to California.
Yeah, I told myself after scheduling last year that I would be a little bit more careful and try to get us some early season wins, and that's not what I scheduled again this year. This trip is going to be really difficult. It's fun for them. It is a bonding time for us as well. We're going to take another day while we're there to actually be together as a team, and we're going to be able to have a little time off prior to going back into conference. But until then, it's a business trip this week, Steve. I really like Joanne at Pomona and Jose at Redlands, two really good coaches that I've always enjoyed competing against. And we normally go down there and battle and kind of split with these teams. We need to do a little bit better than that. Redlands will be really stinking difficult. But the different things that each one of these teams bring to us this weekend, as far in terms of challenges, will be really good for us. And yeah, I want to go win every single one of those games, but I'm also understanding that this is a great time for us to be outdoors, for our pitchers to practice and pitch on dirt, and for our team to be. It looks like the weather is going to be great. Hopefully that stays true. So we start to put the excuses of not being able to get outside behind us. So I hope that this weekend is exactly that, a chance for us to get outside, gain some momentum, get some of that confidence, and be ready for a conference run.